Good evening, everyone. So let's start our discussion on trigonometry. Trigonometry. Trigonometry basically has two words, trigon and metry. Triangle and measurement. So whatever we do with measurements of a triangle, it forms trigonometry. Let's have a triangle, a right angle triangle I am considering. Let's have an angle theta. We have three angles here. One angle is this, one is 90 degree and one is theta. A, B, C. So for this theta, I call this as perpendicular, this as base, and this is hypotenuse. Now, if I talk about measurements, so measurements are sides, which are P, B, and H. Other measurements are angles, which is angle A, angle B, and angle C. So when I relate sides and angles with each other, it forms trigonometry. How do I relate them? I use ratio of sides. So when I talk about perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so this I say that this is sine theta. Its full form is SINE, sine of theta, sine of angle theta, which in short I write sine theta. So I have six type of ratios like this. I have cosine of theta, which I call cos theta. I have tangent of theta, that I call tan theta, and I have reciprocals of sine, cos, and tan. Reciprocal of tan I call cot theta, which is cotangent of theta. Cos I call sec theta, which is secant of theta, and sine I call cosec theta, which is cosecant of theta. So these are all ratio of sides. When I talk about cos theta, so I talk about the ratio of base to hypotenuse. Whenever I talk about ratio of base and hypotenuse, I get cos theta. Just remember, whatever perpendicular and base we are talking, we have to talk with respect to the angle. If I am taking this angle, for this the perpendicular is this one and the base is this. Hypotenuse remains the same. So let's see all six type of ratios one by one. Okay, why did I talk about right angle? Because perpendicular and base exist in right angle. If I am given with any other triangle, let's say this is an isosceles triangle or an equilateral triangle. Let's talk about an equilateral triangle ABC. So in equilateral triangle, we know that each angle is 60 degrees. There is one more property of equilateral triangle, that if I draw any perpendicular to the base, it bisects the base. So it is a median also. This angle is 60, this angle will be 30 degree. So now I can again apply my trigonometry in this angle. So let's see how to apply trigonometry. What does it mean? Let's see all the six ratios. This is my triangle, this is angle A, B and C. This is my perpendicular, this is my base, and this is hypotenuse. So I have my first ratio, which is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that I call sine theta. Second ratio is base with hypotenuse, which I call cos theta. If I divide these two, I get perpendicular upon base, right? That is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, base upon hypotenuse, hypotenuse gets cancelled with hypotenuse. I get tan theta. So I can write tan theta as sine theta upon cos theta. Now the fourth angle would be reciprocal of sine theta. So h upon p, this is cosec theta. Fifth angle is reciprocal of cos theta, h upon b, sec theta. And sixth is reciprocal of tan theta, b upon p, which is cot theta. If you find difficulty in remembering these, you can write it as PBP HHB. पाकिस्तान भूखा प्यासा, हिंदुस्तान हरा भरा, और पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर बोले. पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर बोले. You divide these, you get sin theta, cos theta, and tan theta. This is just a short trick to remember what sin theta is, what cos and what tan is. You have to mug them. You don't have to remember like these. You need to be fast enough to say that sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this one is clear. How do I define these ratios? Now let's see some general values of these ratios. Like if I talk about sin 30 degree or sin 45 degree. So what these ratios come up to? Let's start with 45 degree angle. I take one right angle triangle, isosceles right angle triangle, ABC. If this is an isosceles right angle triangle, this is 90, these two angles are equal and they will be 45 each. So if I talk about this angle, this will be my perpendicular, this will be my base. Obviously perpendicular will be equals to base and this will be my hypotenuse. If I apply Pythagoras theorem, I get p square plus b square as h square. I have p is equals to b, so I get b square plus b square as h square. So what I get? H is root 2b or root 2p, any of them. So h is root 2b or root 2p. So let's talk about our first ratio, sine 45 degrees. What would be sine 45 degree? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is the value of perpendicular? It's p. Hypotenuse is root 2p. What I get? P gets cancelled with p. I get 1 by root 2. If I talk about the second, which is cos of 45 degrees, what I'll get? B upon root 2b, because it's base upon hypotenuse. So that is b upon root 2b. B gets cancelled with b. It gets 1 upon root 2. You see that sin 45 is same as cos 45. If I talk about tan 45, the third ratio, this would be perpendicular upon base. They are all equal, so 1. P is equal to b, so it gets cancelled out. So tan 45 is 1, and if we divide sin 45 by cos 45, we get 1. So that is proved also. If I talk about the fourth angle, cosec 45, so this would be 1 upon sin 45. What is sin 45? 1 by root 2, I get root 2. Similarly, our fifth, sec 45, I get root 2. Cot 45, I get 1. So these are some basic 45 degree ratios. Now let's have a look at some other ratios, because the table that we will be making is for 0 to 90 degrees and an interval of 30 or 15 degrees. Let's say this is a ratio. This is angle 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. This is sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. The reciprocals you can again make, obviously. So how do you make this table? We will just see the geometrical proof also. Like how do we prove this? As like we proved our 45 degree. So we will see how to prove 30 degree, 60 degree or 90 degree. First of all, let's understand like how to cram this table. You have to cram it up. Because these values you need in your trigonometry. Whenever you are solving any problem, you will be needing them. So we have to just put some values. We write 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You write from 0 to 4. First 5 whole numbers. You divide them by 4. Now you take the under root of this. So you get the values of sin theta. So if I talk about 0 by root 4, this would become 0. So I can write 0. If I talk about 1 by 4 whole root, that's half into half root. Right? This will give me half. So you get 1 by 2. This gets cancelled with 2, you get 1 by root 2. For 60 degree, your root 3 remains same, root 4 comes out, your answer would be root 3 by 2. Root 3 remains same, root 4 becomes 2. And for this it is 1. Root 4 upon root 4. Now you copy this table in the reverse sense. This 1 comes here, this root 3 by 2 comes here, this 1 by root 2, now this half comes here and 0 comes here. So you just copy this table in reverse order. Divide them, 0 upon 1 will become 0 because tan theta is what? Sin theta by cos theta. Half divided by root 3 by 2, you get 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2, you get 1. Root 3 by half, you get root 3. 1 by 0 is not defined or infinity. So this is how we form this table of basic trigonometric ratios. These are all basic ratios. 30 degree ratio, 45 degree ratio, 60 degree ratio and all. Now let's see how to prove these 30 degree and 60 degree ones. Let's make an equilateral triangle. This angle is 60 degree. If I drop a perpendicular in this case, this gets bisected. That's the property of equilateral triangle. You can prove it easily by congruency. This angle is 30. So if I talk about this thing, height, so this would be a by 2. If this is a, you get this height as root 3 by 2a. Use Pythagoras theorem, a square minus a by 2 whole square whole root. Hypotenuse square minus base square root. You get root 3 by 2a. So now what would be sin 60? Sin 60 would mean 60 degrees, so this would be the perpendicular. Root 3 by 2a whole upon hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? A. This a gets cancelled out, we get root 3 by 2. If we check if in our table, we had root 3 by 2. See this here. Now, cos 60. That would be base upon hypotenuse. What is your base? A by 2. What is the hypotenuse? A. So you get half. If I talk about sin 30. If I talk about sin 30, this is my 30 degree, so the perpendicular would be this one, a by 2. Perpendicular is always opposite to the angle. Whatever angle you take, perpendicular one is your opposite side. So side opposite to the angle is the perpendicular. Obviously this should be right angle, otherwise it won't be perpendicular. So this is a by 2 divided by a, right? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. You just turn in this way. This would be 30 degrees if I draw the other part of the triangle. So I just rotated it by 90 degrees. This is 60 degrees. Now for this base, this is the hypotenuse this is the hypotenuse A, this is perpendicular a by 2. This is base root 3 by 2a. So what you get, perpendicular upon hypotenuse is a by 2 whole upon a, you get 1 by 2. Similarly, if you calculate cos 30, cos 30 would mean base upon hypotenuse, root 3 by 2a upon a. So base is root 3 by 2a upon hypotenuse is a, you get root 3 by 2. So you can check these value and this value, it's equal, and these two values are also equal. So this is what we see in basic trigonometric ratios. Let's see one another point in this. if I am talking about any angle theta, this is, let's say, 60 degrees, this is ABC, this is 90. So this would be 30 degrees, or I could call it 90 minus 60 degrees. So if I talk about sine 60 degrees, so that would mean this is perpendicular, this is base, and this is height for 60 degree. So sine 60 would be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. While if I talk about sine 30, that would mean sine 30 means this one, so its perpendicular would be this one, B. So that would be B by H. And what is in actual B by H? That is cos 60 degrees. If I take this 60, cos 60 would be B by H. And this B by H would mean basically cos 30. Because if I take this cos, this is the base and upon hypotenuse. So this would be cos 30. Right. So